My name is Ben Domain, Managing Editor with WestfordCAT, and here's this week's edition of WestfordCAT News. A new school zone speed limit is coming to Westford Academy. Just months after Patton Road's speed limit was reduced from 30 miles per hour to 25 miles per hour, officials plan to implement an enforceable school zone near the academy. The new limit of 20 miles per hour could be enforced during the morning and afternoon commutes on sections of Cold Spring Road, Patton Road, and Hartford Road. Enforceable school zones with flashing signs already exist at Westford's elementary and middle schools, save for Miller Elementary School. Infrastructure for much of this new zone is already in place, with the Department of Public Works receiving flashing sign assemblies from the state. Officials aim to have this new zone up and running by the start of the school year. A new monument will be placed on Canal Drive in honor of late Marine and former Westford Police Chief Joseph Canal. Canal served in the Marines until his discharge in 1951, earning a Combat Action Ribbon, a United Nations Korean War Medal, a Presidential Unit Citation, and a Korean Presidential Unit Citation. He later joined the police department as a patrolman in 1958 and was promoted to Chief of Police in 1963 up until his retirement in 1993. The monument will have a granite post, topped with a bronze eagle head and informational sign honoring Canal. It will be placed in the median of Canal Drive, approximately 15 feet away from Main Street. The Select Board has voted to accept the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee recommendations on how to implement Indigenous Peoples Day. The holiday was originally proposed as a citizen's petition during a 2020 special town meeting. It was later sent to the ballot, where a narrow majority voted in favor of adopting the new holiday in lieu of Columbus Day. The new holiday would replace all local references to Columbus Day on the Town of Westford calendars. The DEI committee would also work with officials to plan events to celebrate the holiday. The ballot question, which was held on May 2nd, was a non-binding resolution which would allow the Select Board to modify recommendations regardless of the results. Select Board member John Cunningham proposed an amendment to remove, quote, superseding local references to Columbus Day, unquote, from the recommendations, which would keep both holidays on the calendar. The motion failed to garner additional support. The board later voted 4-1 to accept the recommendations as presented, with Cunningham voting against the proposal, aiming to have both holidays on the calendar.
Had it been the other way, what would we have done? What we would have done is found the day for Indigenous Peoples Day is what we would have done. It's what I would have done.
But we wouldn't have ignored the vote if it had gone the other way, and that's really what it comes down to.
But we could have. Well, I mean, this is a non-advisory. That's the reason we passed it. That's the reason we put it on the ballot, because it was an advisory. So I'm taking that advice and I'm saying, okay, I see that, but I don't agree with 100% of the advice that we got.
You can read more from the adopted recommendations on our website at westfordcat.org. The Select Board has voted unanimously to accept the second version of the Climate Roadmap. The original Climate Roadmap was adopted by special town meeting in October of 2020, encouraging the town to adopt net zero emissions by 2050. The new roadmap encourages increased energy efficiency in municipal buildings, encourages the town to identify locations suitable for solar energy, and encourages the town to develop a plan to transition the municipal vehicle fleet to electric vehicles. Next week, WestfordCAT will give you an update on Drew Farm, the 6668 Boston Road property under an agricultural preservation restriction that has seen renewed activity on the property since March of this year. That's all for this week. I'm Ben Domain, and you're watching WestfordCAT News.